Cough, cough, cough. Hold on. I need to set up my chat. Takes a while, cause why not? I think there's like a delay or something. I don't know. I don't know if I can straight up just use the one that in OBS. I'm not sure about it. About that actually. Doesn't seem like it. No. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Chat. Wait, no. Wait. Okay, there it is. Oh, boss. Okay, buddy. You know, actually, I think. Wait, there it is. "5 seconds of me saying, oh wait, there it is. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, there it is." Huh? Wonder if they can see that. Okay, I suppose not. Then in that case, here. Oh wow. Hold on. Wait. Okay, there it is. Fuck, bro. Actually, I realized like how freaking saturated my thumbnails become. Oh, okay, no, they can see it. I don't know why that took a while. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see. Oh, that's why the stream oopsie, haha. Okay. To fix that. There you go. I wish I can. Okay, there it is. Take a shot every time I said, "Oh, there it is." Oh, wait, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Anyway. Holy hype. Hype, bro, hype. Okay, anyway. Today we are here for the man who's hiding himself behind his robe. Come on now. I'll probably stream Mr. Che's route next because you know there's another white-haired man in her route. Okay, but also there's also Nocturne. Holy, Nocturne looks so fine. Anyway, Dante, date of birth 1953. Holy hell, this guy's old. I'm not. Don't ask me what date is that. I think it's May 2. Demi Hellhound Werewolf in hot. I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm hot. Emergency contact Orion Walker. Several years ago, Dante struck a deal with Orion, a former friend of his mother. Stuck in North Haven ever since, Dante unwillingly works as a cop. He spends his nights chasing after criminals, waiting for the day when he'll finally have fulfilled his end of the deal. At last, Orion puts Dante on his final case. There's a suspicious new drug on the market. He wants Dante to investigate, but the roots of this problem might be even more dangerous than they thought. It's okay. Oh! Dante, stop messing with the files. No. Don't forget your badge. Typo wizard. What do you mean currently pink? Say no to drugs. Say. need to know that you at least can't get sick. I'm sure you do not miss the days when you were able to catch the flu. There is a lot I would love to talk about, but I will restrain myself for now. I hope that I may be able to send you another letter come spring. Wishing you the best, Francesca. I'm guessing it's like my mother figure, question mark? Is this one? Start of the winter, something something. I wonder if I can like hide this? Okay. Hello, hello, Serche. Okay, this is Orion. The rain hits the window in a peaceful, hypnotic pattern. Orion stares outside, thoughts wandering. He has no work left tonight. He is done with moving too. So he can go home. What's this? Orion. Okay, the glossary. Holy. An inspector in the supernatural crime division, making him Dante and Raul's superior officer. Who the hell's Raul? Who the hell's Dante? I don't know. Sorry, I don't remember names. I only remember Iridis, Nocturne, Searche, Dante. Okay. I'm pretty sure he was in the Steam page. Yeah, Raul is the other guy. The brown haired guy. Yeah. Despite being a vampire, Orion has a human family. Both his wife and daughter are aware of his identity and job. Officially, Orion's daughter Alice is adopted and not his biological child. Vampires shouldn't be able to have children, making Alice a miracle that has to be kept a secret. If her identity gets out, it might catch the attention of questionable people. Perhaps it is because of this similarity that Orion finds it difficult not constantly worry about Dante. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read. I'm new to this reading thing, but to what? It's not like being at home is any different from standing around here all night. At the same time, he knows he can't stay. Daytime isn't for creatures like him. He's expected to hide away, never to be seen by the ones who wander the hallways after the sun has risen. Okay, emo. A deep sigh escapes him. He is sure that it's the rain that's making him melancholic. It had rained the day his mentor died too. Why the deep frown? Why the long face? Orion feels himself twitch at the sound of someone else inside the room. Only the familiarity with her voice can ease his initial tension. Was their wife? He locks eyes with a woman reflected in the window. Oh wait, he's not even home. Whoops. It's you. It's me! Francesca sits down on Orion's desk, giving it a pat. Were it anyone else, he would think them rude, but this is Francesca. Dante's hellhound mother. Oh, right. The person who sent the letter. Oops! Goldfish memory. She passed away when Dante was still young. Huh? As a good friend of Orion, she asked him to support Dante after her passing. If she suddenly behaved politely around him, he would think she was sick. They're each other's precious friends, which is more than Orion has had in a long time. New office, new furniture, it's nice. It is indeed. I was planning on inviting you over sometime, since I guess you'd want to see it. But speaking of inviting you, did someone let you in? Yeah, where's your knock? Oh wait, no, Hellhound, sorry. Wait a second. Hellhound the mother? So if Dante is like a werewolf, then I guess you just don't get it. I guess you don't get the hellhound blood. One could almost think, or he's adopted. That could be true too. One could think that Francesca belonged here, thanks to that natural arrogance of hers. But Orion doubts any officer here would have actually let a stranger walk right into the station for no apparent reason. Oh, like a fat, swanky ass collar. Sheesh. Not exactly. So Orion stops himself mid-sentence. If she wants to get somewhere, she finds a way, even if it means somehow breaking into a police station unseen. She could have met with him outside, which she usually does, but it seems today is different. You know you shouldn't be here. I stopped by your flat, but you weren't there. What else should I have done? Still, breaking in is dangerous. I wouldn't call it breaking in. It's more like entering through unusual means. Orion is admittedly a bit curious, but he won't bother to ask how she did it. She'd only refuse to tell just to tease him. Besides, that's not what he's focused on right now. What's much more interesting is her scent. She smells like human. She smells human. Are you wearing perfume of some kind? There are items like that out there, made to mask your scent, change it into something else. Rather than the price, it's finding someone who makes them that is more complicated. Orion doesn't understand why she would go through the trouble. Normally, she more or less smells like a werewolf. There's no reason to hide that. Smells like a dog. Most werewolves find it easy to integrate into human society. Oh, the sound effects. Francesca smiles and looks around. Her tone is playful, as it most often is. This office suits you much better than the old one. A bit empty though. I think it'll need some decorations. I would have brought something if I'd known you were moving. Francesca. There's no making her talk about something she doesn't want to say. Giving up, he plays along. I would have told you about it, but I only heard about the promotion last evening. When Advic decides on something, you might be faced with sudden changes without any warning. This was such a case. Chief Superintendent, blah blah blah. You're an inspector now. Your boss sure is a spontaneous guy, but congratulations on getting promoted. If you're happy about it, otherwise, my condolences. Is he happy? For a moment, Orion pauses to consider his answer. I hope I will do it justice. Of course you will. You're an excellent officer, Orion. One of very, very few. Believe me, this city is lucky to have you. Francesca turns quiet. She suddenly seems a bit downcast, which is unusual, and the hesitation on her face makes Orion uncomfortable. She doesn't like being seen as anything other than her confident self. Is everything alright? You know that I'm always here to help you. Now she has to chuckle. Orion has helped her only once so far, and it had been a giant mess of her being accused of a crime she didn't commit. She'd taken a liking to him. Oh my god, liken. Haha, get it, because she's a werewolf. Liken. I'm gonna kill myself. For believing that she was innocent. Their meetings since then have been irregular, but when she does come by, Orion is happy to make some time. Francesca is the only one he can confide in. If she is indeed in need of his help, he'll do whatever is necessary. There's no need to worry about getting involved in something he can't do. If she is here to ask him, then it is within the realm of his means and morals. But that's not what she's here for. I probably won't come to visit you anymore. We'll have to stay in contact another way. Orion tenses up. Is someone after you? If anyone catches wind of her identity, that she isn't the werewolf she portrays herself as, but rather a hellhound, then she is in danger. Demonic subspecies. Hellhounds are described as large canine beings with fire-related abilities. Despite some similarities, they are not related to werewolves in any way. Being natural fighters and very loyal to their pack, hellhounds were creatures you should avoid provoking. Even so, there were several wizards who attempted to abduct helpless hellhound pups for unsavory reasons. Many rumors have appeared since all the hellhounds vanished decades ago. Some say they've gone extinct. Others claim they never existed at all. It has been a while since hellhounds completely vanished, hiding away where no one could find them. Not everyone cares about finding one in the first place, but those that do are dangerous. If there's someone after her already... Oh no, I'm safe. She playfully waves a hand, and he calms down, though he glares briefly at her. She grins, amused to have gotten a reaction out of him. But it isn't. But if it isn't that, then is this related to your husband, your mate? My, my, my Omega. Ugh. Yes. She touches her belly. Orion stops himself from rushing over. You're. I'm pregnant. Congratulations! Thank you. Her voice is warm and filled with love. Orion has never met her husband, but he has seen him from afar. A normal human, their relationship isn't gonna be easy. But Francesca always wanted to mate and a child. Mate and child? Oh my god, I can't roll back! What the hell? Oh, I can. Oh shit, I'm just lagging hella. Holy. Wanted a mate and child. Oh. Her wish is finally being fulfilled. So yes, I will be focused on taking care of him. Makes things a bit more complicated. Him. You already know the gender. She didn't mention being pregnant the last time they met, which wasn't that long ago, and her stomach is still flat. She can't be too far along. Not officially, but I have a hunch. Francesca's instincts aren't to be underestimated, so Orion is tempted to believe her. A son. I already thought of a name. Do you want to hear it? Dante's Inferno. Her excitement is infectious. Orion feels himself smile. I'd love to. Dantalion, or Dante. That one's a bit snappier, don't you think? It's a good name. Did you come up with it together with your husband? He left the full decision to me. We want our boy to have a name that suits a hellhound, and my husband hardly has any idea what those would be. Dantalion sounds fucking banger though. Holy Dantalion. It'll be the only connection he will have to my side of the family for a long while. Her voice drops again. She sighs, visibly affected by the ups and downs of her own emotions. Orion's eyebrows scrunch together. Although hellhounds and werewolves aren't the same species, they do share various canine characteristics. Characteristics? I don't know how to speak. Speaking is overrated. One of them is their pack, which is of great importance to both. Do you not intend to introduce him to your pack? Is there a reason to hide him? Because he's half human? Hellhounds don't care about that. Francesca closes her eyes and inhales deeply, steadying herself. We will stay here with the humans. My son will grow up as one. No going back to my home. At least not anytime soon. Orion goes through what he knows about hellhounds. It's not a lot, either unconfirmed rumors he has heard from other supernaturals or tidbits from Francesca. As far as he knows, young hellhounds are still too weak, and worse, too unstable to protect themselves. That makes them easy targets for people who want to catch a hellhound. They'd never be safe out in the open. It'll be more secure for. You know what? Hold on. I didn't test like the. Give me a second. Is the audio alright? Is the audio alright? A B C D A B C D A B C D A B C D. Wait. Let me. How do I? Wait, how do I? Okay. Oh wow, I forgot to change my audio. Oopsies! Oopsies! Okay, there you go. It should be fine now. Okay. Now it should be heard. Wait, okay, let me. Okay, I think it's fine. Yeah, alright. Okay, anyway. It'll be more secure for Francesca to take her child and husband into hiding. Join her family in that place no one knows. A place where a young hellhound can be raised without worry. That sounds like a great risk to take. Will he be safe here? Well... Francesca brushes a hand through her hair. There's only one way or the other. Either we join my family until our son is grown, or we stay here. My husband won't be happy in my home. It's too different. So I decided we would stay here. A hellhound's mate and child are always equal. Francesca would never make a decision that favored one over the other. And the child? It's not as dangerous as you think. As long as we do it the right way from the start. We will be a human family. My son will be raised as a human, his father will be one, and I will be one too. Orion sniffs the air again. She still smells human. That is likely part of the plan. He hadn't expected the perfumes to be so effective. We will completely escape the attention of anyone supernatural. As long as we do that, there's nothing to fear. Although it will mean you're giving up a lot of yourself. Hardly a big sacrifice to make for the happiness of my loved ones. So the plan is to seem as human as possible? Yes, don't stand out, don't attract attention. Be a normal family of humans who have no idea who is living among them. Don't meet with any supernaturals. That includes you. Orion chuckles into the silence that's fallen upon them. Don't look so guilty, I understand. If you regularly meet up with a vampire, people will get suspicious of how you know each other. Terms for the kind contrary probably aren't solitary creatures, as they tend to be tied to a clan. Most of the clans do avoid fraternizing with other non-humans, however. Also known as too many names to count. True, fang-eared, I don't know, little bats, little batlings. You'll move away as well, I imagine. Not many people have seen me around, but we won't take the risk. I'm also going to do something about my looks, so that even if we do run into someone, I won't be recognized. A shame for my beautiful face, don't you think? Your husband is very lucky to have a wife that is willing to do so much for him and your child. Low-key, the UI is kind of sexy though. Oh, what the hell? There's like different saves for different like leads. Yeah, that's kind of big. Wait, can I? Please use Dante's save screen to save it. That's a nice catch. That's cool though. This is cool. I wish I can check the gloss. Oh wait, no, I can probably check the glossary from here. Nope, I can't. It's unfortunate. Oh, don't flatter me. You'd do the same if you had a family. Oh, this was before he had a family. I would, but it doesn't matter anymore. What? He'd accepted that he would never have a family when he allowed himself to be changed. He'd accepted it before that. Don't say that. You're immortal. You're too young to talk as if you'll never find love. I'm hardly young. You are for a vampire. Believe me, there will be more than enough women who will appreciate your mature charm, even as a vampire. I'm not interested in a relationship right now, let alone with a human. I said the same about humans before I met my husband, and now look at me. Fate will decide for you. Francesca falls silent once more. If you can. Yes? Considering you're technically immortal, you will outlive me easily, if needed. You call me young, but not yourself? You have several centuries ahead of you. I know, I'm just saying that if needed, and if you're not busy with your own family or anything. Could my son come to you for help when he needs it? I'm offended that you even think you have to ask. You, your husband, and your son may contact me anytime. Actually, if Francesca was his mom, why did she just write her name? Is that I don't know, like wouldn't you put like love mom or something? Francesca puts another hand on her chest. Puts a hand on her chest, yabai! Exhaling slowly. That's a relief. The thought of my boy being alone has been nagging me since I knew I was pregnant. Be honest, there isn't anyone after you? No one. I'm probably just overthinking, but I still wanted to talk to you about it. It doesn't finish. Neither of them wants to think about why she feels so worried when there's no need to. Francesca slips off the table. She brushes off her clothes, then smiles at Orion. You're leaving? Yes, it's about time. My husband is waiting with all of our things packed. I'm not sure when or if we will see each other again, but I'll send you letters. They could be traced. I'll get them to you without anyone noticing. That much I can do. You just want to boast about your child, don't you? Maybe. She laughs, more lighthearted now. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Farewell, Orion. Farewell, Francesca. I wish you the best. Thank you. Orion watches her leave. The door falls shut with the sound of finality. For some reason, he has a feeling they will not meet again. The fucking abrupt cut. A hunch. A hunch can be wrong, he prays it is. Stay safe. You and your family. The rain starts to come down harder. Orion sighs, turning away from the dreary sight, and gets ready to go home. My little boy. Oh, text is jittering. My Dante, always remember, I love you. But that's why you can't run free. You have to hold back. You have to keep control. Keep calm, keep quiet, don't let go. Don't lose yourself, don't burn. Don't burn. Oh, don't burn. Don't die, my child. Oops. Yum scare. Damn it. Damn, bro. Where are your clothes at? Inside the empty room, there's no alarm clock to tell the time or wake him up. Despite that, curled up underneath the sheets, Dante opens his eyes just in time to get ready for work. At this time, half human, half hellhound, who works in the supernatural crime division. Having struck a deal with his boss and late mother's friend, Orion, Dante is able to resign for the moment. Wow, I want to be unemployed for like 1 second. I don't know. I need like 1 fucking week of break for me to just chill at home, man. CBA. I miss being unemployed. There's just so many things I wanna do and I can't do it when I'm employed, bro. I mean, it's like my poor time management skills, yes. But it's also, it's like, the moment I get home, I have to like do a lot of stuff. And then I only really get like 2-3 hours to myself. And I usually want to spend that time like, you know, laying in bed rather than doing the things that I actually want to do, like, I don't know, drawing or some shit like that. Drawing, playing games. Yeah, anyway. To protect his real identity, Dante pretends to be a werewolf. The only one who knows the truth is Orion. The air is cool. It's comfortable as long as he stays under the sheets, but when it hits his skin, goosebumps form. It'll be more comfortable to sleep in his other form. It'd be more comfortable to ever be in it at all, but he's not gonna risk it. He's a fucking permanent angry mark, bro. The world won't allow him a slip-up. Hellhounds are easily mistaken for werewolves as long as they remain in human form, but the moment he lets his animalistic features out, the differences would be far too obvious. But like, he looks like a normal human, but like he has a collar. Actually, this collar makes him look like a hellhound because it's like chains and shit, bro. Like, calm down, bro. Calm down. Yeah, straight up, he just looks like a normal human. Come on now. With like a bunch of scars and like random, oh, I don't know what they call it. Tattoo. Yeah, I don't know what kind of, what's like, what style is this? Like, call me cheesy or corny, but like I've always wanted like a similar design for like a tattoo. I don't know, it just feels so cool. Dante prefers not to be out himself by accident. Fuck! He's been sleeping like this since childhood anyway. Sitting up, Dante stretches, easing some of the tension that crept into his muscles while he slept. One of those dreams again. I didn't need to start my night like that. Sluggishly, he drags himself out of bed. Why is he so angry all the time? Jesus. Whatever. It's not a dream he's unfamiliar with, but there hasn't been a single time when he enjoyed waking up to the voice of his mother. But in the end, a dream is only a dream. When the lights in the room turn on, it quickly fades. It's either like a early morning, or it's actually like the name of the game. He's burning the midnight oil. Oh my god. Dante rubs his eyes, blindly stumbling towards the bathroom for a shower. Okay, shower taker. He doesn't play League of Legends. Getting ready for a job at night is no different from getting ready for a job during the day. That's true. Wash up, change clothes, eat breakfast, or not. If you ask Dante, it's a waste of time. Should have everything. Whore outfit. What the helly? There's little Dante has in his room, and even less that he cares to bring to work. He's ready in no time. Hair still damp, he walks towards the door, but stops midway. There's footsteps. 2 pairs. Why should I just randomly open the door? Okay, maybe I'll save here instead. Takes a while to save, actually. I don't know if it's because it's like the itch.io version. I don't know. Anyway, let me wait. He sighs, leaning against the wall right next to the door with closed eyes. Oh my god, even his freaking pants are quirky. It's like zipper pants, and his belt is like fucking I don't know what you call it. It's like a I don't know. It's like a belt, like as in the roller coaster belts. Lighter pair of footsteps approaches quickly, stopping right in front of the flat. Knock, knock, knock. Only after hearing the knocks does Dante open the door. He doesn't understand why Alice insists on having him wait, but it seems to make her happy. What do you I mean, I guess. It just, like, why do you want to just open the door immediately, you know? What if they're walking past? Okay, even though you know them, what if they're walking past, you know? Orion's human daughter. Although she's not a supernatural herself, Alice is aware of their existence and her father's identity. She doesn't understand why her parents are trying to keep her from learning more about non-humans. Besides her parents, Alice's favorite person in the world is Dante. She's determined to adopt him into her family, and despite his sometimes rough behavior, she's convinced that Dante loves her as much as she loves him. Dante, good evening. Oh, she's super young. That's a cute outfit. Has like little flowers and butterflies in her ears. Ears? Hair, man. Holy shit, bro. She has no sense of danger, half his size. She still manages to hop high enough to hang off him. Under any other circumstances, Dante's reaction to having someone jump at him would be to throw them somewhere else, but that's not an option at this moment. Yes, let me just punt this child across the room. Alice. The girl ignores his scolding tone, clinging to Dante even higher. Even tighter. Can I read? Can I read chat? Chat, is reading a skill that I possess? Awkwardly stabilizing her in his arms, Dante decides to glare at the second person approaching. It's easier than glaring at the kid. Alice's father sees no reason to hurry over. He just tips his head in greeting, perfectly relaxed about letting his little girl cling to a supernatural. Yeah, well, I thought you were trying to like hide it. What? I mean, I guess it's impossible when like he's technically his godfather. Good evening. He looks fine. Instinct makes Dante want to return the greeting in kind. Out of spite, he doesn't. What are you doing? What are you doing here? And more importantly, what is she doing here? Alice allows herself to be put down. Even though there's a soft growl accompanying Dante's words, she looks mostly unimpressed. I'm not allowed to come? This is no place for a child, he wants to say. This corner of the city is dangerous. You know that. Besides, it's not good for a child to spend so much time with non-humans. I mean, her dad is literally a non-human, come on now. But what comes out of Dante's mouth instead is, you are. Oh wait, sorry, you are. Cursed be those big, innocent puppy eyes. Are you mad I'm here? It's hard for Dante to be. You don't get mad at pups, not really, even if they're not an actual pup. No. So there's no problem. Still doesn't explain why you're here. With a chuckle, Alice's father joins the conversation. I just picked her up from her friend's place. She doesn't want to go home before she says hello to everyone at the station. But it's like, it's night, no? I don't know, just send her home, it's her bedtime, hello? You being the most important. Orion's face is soft when he looks at Alice. Dante doesn't know the Orion from before Alice was born, but he knows enough about vampires to know what she is. A literal miracle. A vampire and a human shouldn't be able to have a child, and yet here she is. That she is Orion's biological child is a carefully kept secret. Despite all the obstacles in their way, they're a happy family. And for reasons Dante doesn't get, Alice keeps trying to pull him into it. I really, really wanted to see you. You never come by, so if I don't go to you, we never meet. Which would be preferable. I don't agree with her visiting the office either, but you know that is impossible to stop her from doing what she wants. Hehe. Orion's words aren't quite the truth. He'd never let Alice near anything that could cause her harm. It's because he's confident that the station is a safe place that he lets her visit for a couple of minutes. I'm not scared at all, because everyone is nice. Nice. He can't agree with that. Raoul aside, most of Dante's co-workers are ready and happy to start a fight with the moment they're challenged. Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna fight a little child, you know. As funny as Dante thinks it is to have an entire division full of questionable personalities, he wouldn't call them nice. Everyone just acts friendly around Alice because she's a little pup, himself included. Besides, you and Dad protect me all anyways, right? I'll always protect you. Yeah, but mother jump scare. Dante? Alice reaches out to grab Dante's hand. He recoils, though his resistance melts away the moment he sees Alice's expression drop. We would. Alice's expression wavers for a moment, but she catches herself quickly. I knew it! Behind Alice, Orion watches them, too amused to intervene. I hate that smile. Are we leaving now, or are we just gonna stand around and talk forever? That's true. Where is Iridis? I need help. Orion's eyes shift away from Dante's. He touches Alice's shoulder, and the girl hums in a questioning tone. Alice, would you let us speak alone for a moment? Okay. She takes a step past Dante, but stops to look up at him. Only when Dante waves his hand at her does she run onward, vanishing around the corner to explore the bedroom. Your room is so boring. There's nothing here. One day I'll make you decorate it. I'll get you a new lamp, a curtains, and a bookshelf. Her voice trails off. Dante listens to the sounds for another moment, steps towards the window, then the squeak of it being opened. Knowing that she's successfully distracted and not eavesdropping, Dante and Orion turn towards each other. So, what do you want? Don't think I believe your shitty excuse. That's not why you're here. I am picking her up, and she did want to come here. I didn't lie. But I'll admit, it's good to see you in advance. There's a new case. And? There's a new one every day. What? Are you here because you didn't think I'd be on time? Too bad I'm awake. It's a task I can only hand to you and Raoul. If he's saying that, he knows that Dante won't want the case. He's trying to get all the fuss out of the way without Raoul around. Just because Raoul loves to rile Dante up whenever he tries to evade work. Sounds like it's gonna be a massive bother. I'm not doing it. You have no other choice. I do. You just heard it. I'm not taking. We have a deal, Dante. That damn deal. It's why Dante is a police officer in the first place. There's no way he'd ever work as one otherwise. Just a couple more months, then I can finally leave. Demand more money. Wait, kinda true, kinda real? Chat, I wanna save every 5 seconds. Dante doesn't want to say yes immediately, just because. Fine. Then I want the raise. What for? You never buy anything. Your room is as empty as on the day you moved in. He's right, but Dante might still need the money for later. You blackmail me, and I can't even get paid for doing my job. A deal is not blackmail. And if you do want your paycheck, you take whatever case I give you. But I'll think about the raise. A raise they both know might be completely useless if Dante does as he's planned and leaves as soon as the deal is over. Your answer? I can't stand you, old man. Orion crosses his arms in satisfaction. He ends the conversation in a soft tone. I really do need you on this case. Dante audibly exhales, refusing to look at Orion any longer. Instead, he turns back towards the interior of his flat. Grabbing his jacket, he calls for Alice. Alice, we're leaving. Coming! When the little girl rushes over, Dante stretches his hand out to her. She takes it, beaming. Don't smirk. Not smirking. I'll let go if you don't stop. I'm stopping! See? I'm completely serious! Right. Dante locks the door behind him. There's nothing inside to steal, but Orion's the one paying for it, so Dante doesn't want to risk any damage. He owes the man enough already. He's so grouchy to him then. Fucking tsundere-ass kid, bro! The sun went down a while ago, leaving behind the darkness that Orion, as a vampire, can freely move in. Ever since Dante started working at the station, nighttime has become his new normal as well. It's an odd feeling, but like you're nocturnal, it's fine. SCD. Supernatural Crime Division. Led by a wizard called Advic. Oh, your boss is a wizard. Oh. No, call me racist. You're right, that's pretty racist for me to assume that the boss would immediately want Dante just because he's a wizard. Special Crimes Division. True. He's always been more comfortable wandering around in the dark, but having a regular job is completely different from sleeping and waking up whenever he pleases. That said, Alice is a human child, and the yawns slip out of her, even if she tries to stifle them. Not wanting anyone to suggest for her to go home without visiting the station, she quickly speaks up. Dante, are you free this weekend? Sunday? Why? I'm going to bake cookies with Mom, and she said if you want some, you can come over. In the afternoon, though, so Dad will be inside his room. Dante doesn't have to look down at Alice to know that she's fidgeting. Not scared of hugging me, not scared of holding my hand, but scared to hear rejection. Why would I just reject the child? I mean, do I have anything to do? You know, free cookies, you know, free food, always. I'll drop by. I'm not going to promise when, though. Really? If I say I'll come, I will. Thank you. You'll love the cookies, and you can eat dinner with us too. We'll get a lot of meat for you. If I feel like it. Do you think you'll be there for lunch? Mama will want to know. Depends on when I get up. When will you get up? Whenever I wake up. This guy is so annoying. Why do you not have an alarm clock? He indulges her curiosity before he can think to point out that he doesn't even have anything in his flat. Can't stand the ticking. How about a digital one? Waste of electricity. I don't need one. I can sleep whenever. You have a phone! You have a phone! Has anybody learned what phones have been used for? Chat. You don't just use your phone for doom scrolling, okay? You do have a job. And have I ever overslept? On purpose, yes. See? I don't need a clock to be on time when I want to be. So you just go to sleep and wake up when you want? Yeah. I wish I could do that. You can if you practice. Maybe. He's not actually sure humans can do that. So you really have no clock at all? I do have one in the drawer if I need it. Wrapped up in several layers of fabric to muffle that annoying ticking. It drives him insane. Why did you buy it if you weren't gonna use it? I didn't. Your father did. The only thing Dante bought for the room were a number of pillows. Dad, why did you buy one for Dante if he wasn't gonna use it? A long time ago, Orion still hoped that he could convert Dante to a normal lifestyle. He'd given that up quickly enough. Well, you never know when it might be useful. At this moment, the police station comes into view. We're here. I'll quickly give Dante and Raul their briefing for the night, and afterwards we go home, alright? Alright. And as usual. No leaving the room, no bothering anyone who looks tired, no touching anything. No talking to Raul unless he's holding his coffee and I see him take at least a sip. Huh. Did Dante tell you to do that? No, Raul did. Certainly something that Raul would say. Well, I'm sure he's already had enough time to make his coffee. Or a bit later than usual. Not my fault. My fault? Your stubby legs still need time to grow. But you're not saying it's not my fault, huh? As soon as Orion opens the door, he smiles. Ah, there's Raul. As a human child, Alice has little understanding of how quickly some supernaturals can locate people inside a room. But locating Raul was easy, even for her. He's in the little corner where their coffee maker is, just like at the start of every shift. Okay. Alice runs up to him as he takes a sip from the mug. Raul, hello! Did you refuel? Is the conversation function working, or do I need to wait? Raul pats her head, a bit of fondness creeping into his eyes. You got the AirPods on, bro, don't talk to him. It's enough. Good evening to you as well. He then turns towards Orion. Good evening, sir. And to Dante. Hello. What the fuck, asshole? What? No good evening for me? No, I don't want you to have one. Do you want to see how quickly I can ruin your evening? Do the both of you want to have a bad night? I already told Dante, but I have a task for you. Raul takes a big gulp from his mug. Evening ruined. Thank you very much, sir. Alice watches the adults with worry. Is there a big problem, Dad? It's just work as usual. Go and say hello to the others. I won't be long. Fine. Raul sighs, leading the way to his desk. He takes the chair, side-eyeing Dante as he sits next to a neat stack of paperwork. Don't sit on my desk. Would you rather I lie down on it? Raul looks like he's about to throw something, but holds himself back. If you like the table that much, should we get a leash for that collar of yours and chain you to it? Oh my god, I wanna fuck with him. Am I your pet? What am I, your pet? Yours to command? Until you act like a decent human werewolf being. Yes. I don't remember hearing about that. In that case, I demand all the advantages of having a master. Give me money, food, and play with me. Play. Raul immediately decides he does not want to go down that route. Last I checked, pets don't receive a salary. He turns to Orion, ignoring Dante completely. Damn, bro, he's my ass. Oh my god, that's funny though. Okay, but I'm not switching back. It's fine. I CBA. Okay, why am I so laggy though? Holy. Oh, the glossary is right here. Like, like me using the rollback and shit's pretty laggy. Oh, this is open dyslexic. Oh wait, no, that's a font. Wait, I wanna see how it looks like. Oh, really? That helps you? He turns to Orion, ignoring Dante completely. If there's a case, it might have been better to not bring Alice along. She looks worried. No, I just can't read. Sorry, a font's not gonna help me, bro. Orion joins them at the desk. I wish wish she was worried. Because of me and Dante, she has far too little fear of supernaturals. I guess it's positive she accepted having a vampire father this quickly. If you two want to talk about childcare, do it when I'm not around. Give us a terribly important briefing already. It is rare for you to give us the briefing directly, sir. Did something happen today? Last night, actually. You two were gone already, and I was doing a final round of patrols before heading home. Ryan leaves for a moment, then returns, a folder in hand. He taps on it as he talks. It was mostly quiet. I ran into a fight in front of Mirage. Nothing unusual at first glance. Alfred Chadwick! Humans in the know are also allowed inside. I think the font is really cute, but I don't know, I'll stick to the normal one. But one of the men was unusually aggressive. I should put this. It was almost impossible to get them off each other. Just when I was about to resort to harsher methods, one of them. Orion stops. The way he's hesitating is unusual. He usually knows what to say. He changed. Mutated, you could call it. Did you arrest him? He died. What? It escalated that far? Did you accidentally break his neck? No, he died on the spot. From 1 second to the next, he simply fell over and stopped moving. Raoul inhales deeply. Dante has heard him curse often enough, but this time the man only glances in Alice's direction. His hands move, forming a curse in sign language. Dante knows it well enough to recognize that by now. Wait, that is pretty high level. My face when I just pull out the sign language, the curse in front of children. So does Orion. Don't curse in front of her, not even in signs. I'm not. Raoul quietly puts his hands away. Did you get hurt? Doesn't smell like blood. Shh. Be careful. Be quiet, Dante. I didn't ask you. As Dante confirmed, no, nothing that didn't heal immediately. The problem is that we have never seen anything like that happen before. His body was in an abnormal state. Pathology on it, but no updates yet. Okay, let me drink water, bro. Holy shit. He didn't tell us what it looks like. We are going to investigate this. Why exactly? Do we think there's more mutants around? We do. I heard mutters of people saying this wasn't the first time they saw that happening to someone. There has to be a cause. So what are we looking for in people? Visually, I mean. Even the smell, if you have one. I'd love to tell you, but it's hard to explain. There was no unusual smell to speak of, and the other changes were. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Great. Nothing has happened since yesterday, but anything that might catch the attention of humans has to be solved as soon as possible. There's not just one, but several government institutions related to keeping humans oblivious to the existence of supernaturals. A rampaging mutant would make that considerably harder. That is to say, if they don't solve this case as quickly as possible, it might put human eyes on their backs, and then no way in hell am I gonna deal with Abraxas running around here. Abraxas? The other white-haired guy, holy! Captain of the SSF's North Haven branch. The lone vampire on this team. His agents respect him as a leader. But his loyalty to the SSF has made him unpopular with the local supernaturals. What is SSF? Rumor has it that Abraxas once lived as an aristocrat, and he still owns a mansion somewhere at the outskirts of North Haven. He has declined to comment. So what? He's the bourgeoisie, bro. So take care of it before he catches wind of the issue. I need you two to check all the clubs around Mirage. Talk to anyone suspicious. Watch anyone who stands out. You know your work. Orion places the folder on the table. Raoul immediately pulls it over himself and skims its contents, but it's so thin that he's done in no time. So why do we have to take this shitty case? Reason number 1, you might have to talk to humans, and Raoul is one of the few people in the night shift who passes as a decent police officer. Are you trying to say I don't look reliable in human eyes? You know exactly what I'm trying to say. Admittedly, Dante looks like more of a thug than an officer. Raoul is very helpful when it comes to convincing humans that his badge isn't fake. I'll take care of it as usual, sir. Don't worry. Number 2, I want you to keep an ear out for any new substances on the street. In case that's related to Zeno, might know that's related. Zeno might know something, and you are the only one he'll speak to, Dante. Self-taught wizard who designs drugs for the North Haven's cartel. His formulas are responsible for the cartel's sudden increase in popularity, as they have greatly reduced the number of side effects of supernatural drugs. Zeno is surprisingly well liked by many supernaturals thanks to his work and cheerful personality. However, he is just as disliked by anyone trying to catch him, as Zeno is exceptionally good at escaping people's grasps over and over again. So Raoul goes to question people, and I hunt down Zeno. You're not getting out of the boring tasks, Dante. Raoul is your partner, so don't even think about going off on your own. He's there to keep an eye on you. Cheh! Sometimes I feel like a dog trainer. Don't bite, Dante. Be good, Dante. No barking, Dante. Like, if this is racist, this has to be a hate crime. Hello? Dante growls at that statement, but it sounds hollow, so even Raoul recognizes it as no threat. Zeno isn't as difficult to handle as you pretend, old man. You can tell that to every single officer who has given up on detaining him. He's an overgrown kid, hard to catch, but he's not dangerous. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. I'm not. It's time for dinner. I'll take Alice home and come back later. You can handle everything, Raoul. Leave it to me. Thank you. Stop Are we leaving? Messing with me. Stop messing with me. I don't need Raoul to watch over me. I think you do. See you two later. He's fucking. Bye bye. See you again soon. No cursing in front of the kid, right? Growing up with Orion has made her weird. You could say that you like her. You could just say you like her. Raoul finishes his coffee and puts the mug on the table. He stands up, smoothing out the creases of his shirt. Do you need to do anything else here? Otherwise, I'd suggest we'd go. There's a lot to check out. There's nothing more annoying than blindly asking people for information. You won't be asking people. I will. Okay, you got the jacket on? Raoul grabs his coat and shrugs it on. His voice is dripping with sarcasm. You're there to look scary and ensure no one will try to mess with a weak human. Humans aren't exactly common in their division for a very simple reason. They're helpless compared to what they're up against. Raoul is the only human officer in Orion's team. At first, Dante thought that a human would be a liability, but Raoul has proven himself to be a valuable member. It's not just about interacting with other humans. Raoul has a completely different view on things than most supernaturals, and while Dante often finds it irritating, it does have its advantages. I know he's good at what he does, but the supernatural department is a completely different beast from the standard human one. I don't get why he takes the risk. One angry supernatural and he's crippled or dead. Why are you staring at me? I don't care. Really? I don't care, Raoul. Sorry. Should I ask for the funsies? It's not like I'm gonna automatically be railroaded into his... Nah, I don't care. I don't want him to think I'm worried about him. He'll make fun of me. I know it's hard for you with that irritating personality of yours, but try not to piss anyone off. You're the one who's naturally infuriating. Every hour you don't start a fight is a win in my book. Actually, go and piss them off. I'll just leave you there and let them do whatever. I'll tell Orion I was distracted. You won't. Drop the scary act. If it was destroyed the first time Alice visited the station. There's a lack of doubt in Raoul's voice that surprises Dante. You're way too confident I'll be there to save your ass. I'm not sure you realize how much you glare at anyone who even vaguely threatens me. He doesn't do that. Does he? Holy gay. Holy homo, bro. Are we taking your car? No, I've got to park near the Golden Cat. Let's walk. Wow, both Sergei and Dante frequent the Golden Cat after work. Your choice. They walk for a short time before Raoul speaks up again. Do you mind if I ask a question? Can I ask one in return? As long as I have the option of not answering. I'm not going to strangle you if you don't answer. In that case, go ahead. But first, it is my turn. Why is it that Orion treats you like a child? I know he's older, but you and I are around the same age, and he doesn't treat me like that. Why is it that Orion is so worried about you? You're more than able to take care of yourself, but he's treating you like a child who shouldn't be run around on his own. We just re-established that officers aren't allowed to work alone. Not that it stops Dante from trying sometimes. Of course not. But with how much he stresses that I have to keep an eye on you, wouldn't it be better if I wasn't a human? I can't stop you even if you do start a fight. A werewolf is above my weight class. Raoul being a human is actually the point, not that Dante can explain that. Other than Orion, there is no one who knows Dante as anything other than a werewolf. The only reason Orion knows is that Dante's mother told him. But Raoul doesn't have a reason to know. It's usually no issue, but in some cases it makes explaining things a bit hard. There are similarities between hellhounds and werewolves that allow one to act as the other, but there are also some huge differences. Raoul may hate it, but him being so much weaker than me is exactly why Orion decided to pair us up in the first place. With Raoul around, not only do I have to make sure he stays safe, I also can't run wild. I'd risk injuring him. Annoyingly, Raoul did hit the nail on the head though. Orion is treating him like a child with no self-control. Which he is, low-key. I think he's overly worried about me because he knew my mother, feels responsible or something. Did he know you when you were a kid? That is not an easy question to answer for several reasons. No. It's complicated, I see. Raoul just nods to himself, then stops asking. It's something Dante appreciates. Not that he'd ever say that aloud. My turn. You're human. Why do you end up working here? And how? The division doesn't take in many humans. I believe Orion was looking to add a human to the division even before I applied. When we had an interview, it sounded like it. It probably also helped that I was able to use my family name. Previous connections with supernaturals do make it easier for you to get hired. There's that too. You're rich and you obviously have connections, so why spend every night on the beats for barely anything? It's not a bad workplace, everyone is polite, and Orion is a good supervisor. Seriously? You haven't worked another job yet, have you? He hasn't, so it's true that he can't compare Orion to someone else. If he puts us in this case, he believes that we are the right people for it. Aren't you the slightest bit proud of that? No. That's a shame. You should be. Why? He's just using me. Raoul was partnered with Dante as soon as he joined the force, but they know little about each other. It's hard to ask about someone else when you yourself are unwilling to talk. Not that Dante isn't curious. If I've got the chance right now, anyway. Where do you work before joining our division? Another question? I owe you one. I'll owe you one. Other police stations for humans. You can't help but ask directly this time. And you switched over to supernatural cases on purpose? I like working with supernaturals. None of you care about who I am, which is a blessing. Let me get this straight. People were sucking up to you before because you're rich with an influential family. And you didn't like that? I don't need you to understand. But try to believe me when I say it's really damn annoying when people think you're doing good work because of the name and not because you've been working your ass off for it. Raoul inhales and straightens his collar. It sounds like there are many stories he could tell about his previous job. I prefer to be judged for my own abilities, not for those of my parents and siblings. Huh. Alright, that's something I can get. You can. It's nice. It sounds nice to have people do your bidding without needing to work for it. But if you do work, you should get the recognition and no one else. Dante shrugs, sliding his hands inside his pockets. Still think you're stupid for putting yourself in danger, though. I guess I can be rather stubborn, but I've survived so far. Yes, because I make sure no one mauls you to death, as we've established before. That's why you're my partner. You're doing a good job. Continue to make sure I don't die. I'm not your babysitter. Bodyguard might be the more appropriate word. Why is he blushing a little bit? Raul's mouth twitches into a little smile that he's quick to hide. Although I doubt anyone could convince you to wear a suit. Or anything formal at all. Raul's eyes move over Dante, which is a bit of a shame. I'll have to reject your job offer. I'm stuck at a station for another while. Certainly stuck for tonight at least. The first place of interest is over there. Let's get this over with. The banter. The banter. The first stop was indeed just the start of a long, long night. Many follow before the end is in sight. I'm going to choke the next person here who wants to waste our time. As expected, or maybe feared, no one knows anything. Not only does it take forever to make them talk, they also end up revealing that they haven't noticed anything, other than a couple more bodies than usual. The relationships between the different groups of supernaturals are complicated, meaning that a corpse won't immediately cause others to react. With how close the place is to the slums, no one has the energy to care for strangers. I knew this case would be a hassle. This is the last place. Get it together. Raul steps up to Dante's side. Over the years, he's learned to recognize most of Dante's body language, including the signs of his rising annoyance. Another thing that Dante would never say aloud is that Raul helps. The way he riles Dante up is completely different. Somehow, it doesn't make him want to tear out anyone's throat. But as much as his presence is a comforting one, it can't undo the strain on Dante's nerves. It's tempting to mix in with the crowd. There's alcohol here and loud music, and people who want your company for a night, who couldn't care less who you are. Even those with good senses would have trouble locating anyone in here, let alone Raul. If Dantes walks off, he'd be rid of him, end this case within a minute. A break, just for tonight. And tomorrow is another day. And maybe another break. Bro's perpetually tired, bro. Dante. Raul grabs Dante's wrist. It's a light hold. How are you always so quick to realize when I feel like leaving? I could just shake him off. Let's try it. Dantes pulls just a little bit, just a bit, and the grip on his arm tightens. You do know you can't hold me if I wanted to leave. If you want to make a scene of dragging a human through the whole room, go ahead. Another short tug. The grip holds. I'm almost tempted to try it, just to see if he'd really hold on. But if he's being honest, he'd never do that. Just one drink? Not during work. You're incredibly boring. Dante turns away from the crowd. Raul sighs quietly, as exhausted as Dante feels. We'll be out of here sooner if you resist vanishing into the crowd for 2 minutes. You think I'd have left for only 2 minutes? Do you think you could have left for longer knowing that I'd be wandering around the club alone? No. Because Dante is still someone convinced that Raul is severely underestimating the dangers of supernaturals most of the time. Just like Alice, that's what having supernaturals like Orion around you does. Warps your perception. Whatever. Where to? Raul's professionalism returns instantly. He glances around. I'd say the owner, considering he's conveniently wandering around over there. Catching the owner instead of some random staff member is half a miracle. The first one of its kind for the night. Although... Raul nods towards another corner of the room. That guy might know something too. The little group in the corner isn't hiding. There's small plastic bags he's being passed around. A dealer, huh? We don't have any evidence that the victim was on something, but the chances aren't low. A dealer's the best bet for tracking any paying customers. Then again, the owner of the place would have a wider network. I don't know. I mean, we could always get the owner, but we can't always catch the dealer, so we should just dealer. I think the dealer might know more. Raul waves his hand, gesturing for Dante to go first. It's easier to walk through the crowd with Dante in front. It parts neatly, no one wanting to bump into a face as grumpy as his. The group's made of one dealer and several customers. They react to someone approaching like a pack of startled squirrels, their heads jerking up as they go quiet. Humans technically aren't allowed inside Mirage, though exceptions are made when they are accompanied by a supernatural. Raul draws the majority of suspicious stares when he steps forward. Don't have anything for humans. Too strong. The dealer rudely turns away. She's doing a poor job of pretending she's not an edge. Terribly sorry. Not here to buy any. No. Everyone stay. We've got questions. Terribly sorry. We don't like questions. You also don't like the police cracking down on your deals, do you? Police don't care about us. Police tolerate you because we have better things to do than run after insignificant dealers. But I'm sure we can make an exception and drag you to the station anyway. The dealer flinches, eyes narrowing, her fingers curl up. If you think you're faster than me, try it. The dealer is a witch. She definitely has tricks up her sleeve, but she needs time to pull them. How about you talk and no one here gets into any trouble? Doesn't that sound good? Fuck, can I read? The three customers who had been slowly inching away freeze when Raul looks at them. Forced, awkward smiles appear on their faces. It'll be over quick, I promise. Why do we need to stay? Dante takes a step, positioning himself just slightly behind Raul. It has a funny effect on the others. They all think Dante's a werewolf, so him letting Raul lead the conversation feels like an acknowledgement of his strength, even if he is only human. That has all of them lowering their heads meekly, though their eyes can't hide their dislike. Because you might know something as well. We are looking for information on people who have suddenly grown agitated and attacked others, then died without warning. Ah, those. You know something? Not know, but seen. But that happens whenever there's a new drug on the market, right? Some people just drop dead, allergic reactions, and whatever, cause some of the kinks haven't been worked out yet. Maybe the kinks that a bit weird. Oh, maybe the kinks make you a bit weird in this case too. Happens everywhere, all the time. No, not here. Not since Zeno's been taking over the work. Zeno, huh? We'll have to come back to that. So you're sure it's a drug that's causing their behavior? No, but that seems likely, right? Was everyone who acted like that a user? Maybe not all, but most of them? It's harder to tell who's taking it than who's buying it. Wouldn't be the first time someone slipped something. The dealer clears her throat, changing her words. I mean, they could not have known they were taking something. Raul nods, then hones in, focusing only on the dealer. She shifts, clearly hating the attention. If you're saying it's normal for a new drug to cause problems, does that mean you have seen something new going around? Did someone offer you something? Well, no, but if you think that's what's happened, you'd think that's what happened, right? So nothing was offered to you, and you haven't seen a fellow dealer carrying anything unusual either. If I see a fellow dealer at work, I'm in the wrong corner of town. We run the same products, and we even have the same damn prices, cartel rules and all that. I didn't see anything, seen the deaths, yes, but no new pills or powders or whatever. When did the last one come out? 3 months ago? Pretty sure it was 3, yeah. Zeno's work? Who else's? Look, we're not the healthiest of people, but anyone would choose a drug that doesn't kill you over the one that does. Zeno's reliable. Yeah, so it can't be anything from Zeno. He's never brought out anything that had side effects this bad. Yeah, death sure is a potential side effect. Then, have any new sources appeared lately? What? No. Why piss off the cartel? Nobody's gonna improve any of Zeno's recipes, and if you try to get something of your own out without running it by the higher-ups first, a dealer moves a finger across her throat. The message is clear enough. You think they're nice enough to give you a quick death? A woman can hope. I see. Last 2 questions before we leave. Raul glances at Dante, who gives a small nod to confirm that there's nothing else he wants to ask. Give me a second. Have you seen Zeno around? Why would we sell Zeno out to the police? I'm a friend of him. His sounds suspicious as hell. We're not after him. I'm a friend. A police friend who doesn't even know. No, that actually makes sense. He totally could be friends because it's Zeno. Zeno is Zeno. Weird guy. Great drugs. Great drugs. Not like you can catch him even if you find him. A wizard that talented doesn't just wander around. I saw him out on the rooftops before I came in. He might still be up there somewhere. Okay, have you seen anything else that stood out to you? No, nothing else. There's a new witch in town. Really? There's a new witch in town? Really cute. And that museum blew up. Oh yeah, that happened. The SSF's been snooping around because of it. The Supernatural Secrecy Force is a privately owned counterterrorism intelligence agency, secretly operating under political and financial support from multiple governments and private individuals. Their key priority is to shield the existence of the new supernatural world from humans. SSF has offices all around the world, but they hold more power in some places than others. Most SSF agents are supernaturals, but the higher-ups are almost exclusively human. Though the SSF claim to care for the best interests of humans and non-humans alike, their regulations often put supernaturals at a disadvantage. The supernaturals who have decided to sign up to work for the SSF are, at best, distrusted by other supernaturals. At worst, they are completely ostracized. That's noteworthy. Not for the case, but because it sounds like fun gossip. Dante stores the information in the back of his head. I like that one SSF guy, the vamp. You've seen them before? True, girl! Oh my god, he's so fine. Really? You're into him? I mean, he's got a cool style. The conversation derails quickly. Raul rubs his forehead. Alright, that's all. Thank you for your time. Yeah, sure, bye. See you later. See you never. The dealer smiles again, but the moment they turn around, then they can hear her say, "Did we even have the option to say no?" Raul stretches his neck to check if the club owner is still around, but the man must have left sometime long ago. Werewolf owner of Mirage, Alfred Chadwick, including his girlfriend Lucy, helps him manage things. Police prefers to be called Al, as he finds his full name to be uncool. True. Alfred is like very old butlery style, you know? Batman type shit. Shrugging his shoulders, he wants more moves behind Dante, who is responsible for getting them outside. Back where there's fresh air and people can talk without shouting, they pause. The chances of someone trying to put out a new product. Not low, I'd say. There's plenty of willing customers. As long as they could get their product into the dealer's hands, they wouldn't stand out. A foreign designer could seriously anger the cartel. A colluding organization of several drug lords, the North Haven cartel caters primarily to supernaturals, with very few of their products reaching human hands. Since they started working with Zeno, their products have caused significantly less side effects, earning them a less negative reputation even outside of North Haven. There's not much known about the current leader. I bet he's I bet Iridis is like the fucking leader of the cartel. Area's bolt hole. Might be worth whatever they're trying to do. It's worrying that there are more victims than we expected. Orion was right to think that something is wrong. Well, we've checked all the clubs and other places in the area that make sense. But since we haven't encountered anyone unusually aggressive or dead, we can't do anything else for the moment. I'd suggest you'd see if you can find Zeno. He's not gonna reveal himself if I'm with you, so meet me at the Golden Cat when you're done. I won't try for very long. Better than nothing. In the meantime, I'll inform some people to keep an eye out for any unknown dealers. See you later. Raoul doesn't wait for Dante to start complaining, leaving before he can get a single word in. How the fuck am I supposed to find that guy? Dante shoves his hands into his pockets, walking down the street. His best chance of running into Zeno is doing exactly that, just walking around, waiting for Zeno to show himself. If he's not asleep, who knows where. He's working at his lab, that's also who knows where. And if he's not working, he's relaxing on some rooftop. International. Yo, international. Hotel suites. As one of the main designers for an astoundingly large circle of cities, Zeno should be a more dangerous guy, but even the police aren't after him anymore. There's been so many attempts to capture and keep him, but he always slips out. Not to mention that there'd just be someone worse filling in his position if he's gone. Most of the time, Zeno is friendly. He minds his own business and he doesn't pick fights. He's not a direct threat to others. Even a child would be safe around him. Okay, I mean, I guess he wouldn't, like, you know, drug a child, huh? As long as you can make sure he doesn't feed them anything weird. Yeah, I was gonna say. Zeno doesn't show up as he walks around. Dante's patience reaches its limits and he stops. Fuck this, I'm leaving. What? I was just about to stage a dramatic entry. I've almost got the timing figured out, and now you've ruined all my work. Zeno, there you are. Okay, he's at the rooftop. Holy. He's like all dripped out and shit. Got the mad scientist lab coat, bro. Like, it's all in tatters. It's like, what's the point of even wearing it anymore? Everything's in tatters, actually. There's not a single part of him that's not in tatters. Even his hair is. Zeno's sitting on top of a roof, but his voice carries as clearly as if he were standing right next to Dante. Here I am. You've been looking for me. I have. Come down. Zeno doesn't even consider it. No way. We must stay apart, for I never know when you might turn on me, taking advantage of me, letting my guard down to arrest me. Have I ever even tried to arrest you this whole time we've known each other? No. So I'm not gonna start now. Come down. Don't want to. I feel like our current distance is fitting. Something about the distance between our hearts. Are you ever going to stop talking nonsense? Zeno grabs his chest in a dramatic gesture. A cop and a criminal can't be friends. You being down there and I up here is a representation of that. Get it? First meeting always has like 3 options. Chat? Still need to talk to you. Ignore that for a minute. I have to talk to you. Understand, that's why we're talking. Face to face. We are! From far away! Is there any good reason to talk like this? You're a cop and I'm a... Good reason. I think that's a good reason. You're wasting magic just so we can talk. It's worth it to talk to you. I want to hit him so bad. Hit on him though? But even if Zeno was in front of him, he shouldn't do that. All other reasons aside, Zeno isn't exactly sturdy. It would have to be more of an affectionate pat. What kind of stupid thing do I have to say to lure him down? Even if we have to be apart, we should work on overcoming the obstacles and... Okay, no, enough. Zeno! Yes? Get your ass down here, I'm coming up. Zeno claps his hand together. A small, colorful dust cloud appears, likely remnants of whatever he last worked on. You'd come up all the way up just to have a chat with me? We're like Sherlock and Lupin. True freedom lies in breaking the chains of societal expectations. We are two people who can't be together, can't be apart. We don't care what the world thinks. What the fuck are you saying? I need a damn beer. If you make me climb up to you, I'm going to break one of your bones for every second you've wasted. Up on the roof, Zeno cocks his head. You're so serious today. He gets up and steps off the ledge without a second thought. Okay, Claude from Fire Emblem. Zeno's body appears from above, hanging upside down, bouncing slightly as he stops right in front of Dante. Hey look, I've been getting the hang of a new trick. It takes some practice and all the blood runs to your head, but it works. There should be like a little sound effect. Without comment, Dante grabs Zeno by the waist and turns him around midair. Zeno squeaks like a toy, but doesn't struggle. I could snap him in half by accident. Finding himself the right way up again, the wizard stops hovering and places his feet on the ground. Oh shit. Wizards and witches, a subspecies of human born with the ability to use their life force as magic. Their substantial life force grants them double, sometimes to even triple, the life expectancy of normal humans. They're immune to most human diseases, although it varies from one wizard to another. No wizard has an unlimited life force. No wizard has exerted their supply. They must take time to rest and recover, otherwise they may experience magic sickness. Magic sickness is curable in the early stages, but if the wizard continues to ignore the warning signs, they risk never being able to use magic again. In the absolute worst cases, it can even lead to death. Throughout history, wizards have formed several societies, ranging from smaller covens to larger communities. What's wrong? Usually you'd play along for a bit. I'm not falling for the sad puppy facade. Not today. Not twice today when Alice already got me earlier. I'm still working. I have to talk to you. No time for games. I can't do like there's like a voice in my head for Zeno, and it's like the blocker from Ushijima school from Haikyuu. What's his name? Fuck. Ushijima Makatoshi. Shiratorizawa. Yeah, Shiratorizawa Tendo something. Tendo Satori. Yeah. Yaho. Yeah, Yaho. Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, Yaho. I need to practice it. No time for game. Nah, I can't do it. No time for games. No time or energy. My voice is killing itself. Zeno circles Dante once and makes a doubtful sound. You look more like you have too much energy. You could use some calming down. Want something? I've got stuff with me. Not right now. Alright, but if you change your mind, I've got a personal stash. I'll give you only the best. Just give me just shout in the street or something? I'll find you. Probably. Sit on the rooftop and howl. Oh! You're a werewolf, aren't you? I'm sure you howl very nicely. I'll remember to call you by howling in the future, but about the thing I'm here for, okay? I'm all ears. Actually, I'm working on a spell that gives you a flying ear. Not an actual ear, I think, but you can make it fly around and you can hear what it hears. It's failing so far, but it's going to be fun! Zeno, concentrate. ADHD demon. Concentrating. Listening. Do you know anything about a new substance that makes people abnormally aggressive? The majority of drugs in the area, at least for the supernatural, were created for Zeno. Created by Zeno! My bad, sorry. His reading's hard. Okay, notepad? Wait, that's cool as hell! Other creators have little space to compete, and those that do are carefully selected and only make specific products. The cartel controls the whole system to its own benefit. Fewer issues, more happy customers. Zeno's expression turns blank. A new drug. Anything you made or were involved in recently? Or any new substance from anyone else? You don't remember. Zeno pulls a hand through his hair, messing it up, but it leaves a little trail of blue powder. There's so much stuff I work on, and there's so much stuff I work on, and so many recipes. How can you expect me to remember everything? Customer confidentiality or something like that. I don't remember who came to me for what. You're so great at confidentiality that you forgot their name before they're even out of the door. Exactly, you get me. You remember my name? Dante. I'm honored. You're my sworn nemesis. Of course I'd remember your name. How many people's names do you know? Like 15? 20? Should have expected this. This guy doesn't remember anything from 5 seconds ago if he doesn't want to. What a way to live your life. It's a nice life. You should try it. Not thinking about stuff that doesn't have to bother you is great. I can use that time and craft for energy for other things, unlike you right now. Sometimes Zeno's suggestions actually make sense. It's odd, because usually nothing about him does. Rather than worry about who I'm working with or what they're doing, I prefer to think about nice things, like my next meal, for example. We should go out and eat together sometime. Weren't you just blabbing about keeping your distance? We don't have to go. I didn't say no. I'm also just saying. Dante blanks out for a moment. Thinking about his next meal does sound nice. Stop distracting me. I still have questions. Oh my god, you're getting roped in. And I still have answers, or not. We'll have to see. You know nothing? I know nothing. Listen, it's not one of the usual party drugs. It's deadly. Kills people. It's what? From one moment to the next. It's like a switch is flipped. Zeno's tone changes completely. Who fucked that up? They aren't supposed to kill. Dead customers are bad customers. And that gets the police on our backs. Wow, he's pissed. Only people who are alive can buy more. That's just basic business logic. I work my ass off to make sure my stuff doesn't have bad side effects. And here comes some brainless designer messing it all up. Really? They're going to tarnish my name. Do you even care about your reputation? No, but this is a matter of principle. Which principle? Dino awkwardly waves his hands. Something. I think I just use my normal voice for him. I don't like my work being screwed up, that's all. You're sure it's not someone selectively killing people? You're sure it's not someone selectively killing people? I'm not sure about anything. Our only guess so far is that everyone affected is taking the same thing. What a pain. Zeno lifts his hand, biting the knuckle of his index finger. Our system is working so nicely. I don't want anyone messing with it. Stop that. What? What? Biting your finger, you're leaving marks. Zeno lowers his hand and covers it with his other one. Does the thought of someone interfering with his work stress him out that much? Zeno takes several steps back, increasing the distance between them. He waves at Dante, his smile the same as before. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna find out who's messing with my customers, right? Have no choice. And I'll do the same. I'm sure we can fix the problem together. Dante, see you soon! See you again soon! Next time, let's have something to show for this case. Zeno does a little hop that lands him in mid-air again, quickly taking him up another roof where he vanishes out of sight. You say that, but you're not gonna remember, are you? Can't tell if he's a genius or an idiot. At least he managed to find Zeno and hear what he has to say. But I'd have liked something more useful. This whole night has been a waste. It doesn't help his mood. Dante rubs his hand over his face. Whatever, I did my work. Raoul should be waiting for me. Time to finish up for today. It takes a moment for Dante to find his way, but soon he's walking down another alley the bar. I think it's the bar because it's like Elysium, because it's the golden cat one. The night ending, people are starting to return home if they have one. Tired yawns, drunk ramblings, and happy hollering can be heard, though Dante takes the quieter streets on purpose to avoid them. It always helps, but only so much. Even the back alleys have other people in them. Dante quickens his pace, listening despite himself for any surly remarks or angry, slurred muttering. He'd never been the type to ignore rowdy drunks. They didn't ignore him either, which had been a blessing, or at least until Orion caught on. It wasn't really losing control if some idiot on the street swung at him first. The fights were an easy way to burn off his restlessness, but when he'd first started working as a cop, Orion had hardly left his side at night. He used to drag Dante away from the busier streets, repeating over and over, like a broken record, a very annoying one, for Dante to just ignore it. And he's right, drunks don't make for challenging fights anyway. They're a waste of his time. He's good at it by now, ignoring them, not jumping at every chance. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to fight. Damn vampire. I should see if he'll fight me again soon. Orion is not to be underestimated as an enemy, which is why Dante has been trying to rile him up since day one. He'd only managed to bait him once, by bringing up Alice. Dante hadn't liked what happened after that. But the end result was positive. Orion had agreed he needed an outlet, so they started sparring here and there. Not half as often as Dante would like, but better than nothing. I'm going insane. Everything tonight is just messing with me on purpose. Fucking work, fucking case no one cares about except for Orion and some higher-ups I've never seen before. It's right when he has that thought that someone stumbles into Dante's path. Okay. Wait, it's time. Watch where you're fucking walking. Dante flares out. The alcohol stench coming off from the man is so bad that it itches up in his nose. Fuck, can I speak? The man jolts, swinging from left to right. He's muttering something under his breath, but as he raises his head, the murmur quickly grows louder. It's incomprehensible nonsense. Half syllables that are connected in no particular order. More sounds than words. They tumble over each other as the man's face distorts, veins bulging out and eyes wide open. Okay, it's not iridis. Okay, this is just some guy who's gonna die of the drug. He screams a bestial cry as he raises a fist, swinging it towards Dante wildly. Bastard, you picking a fight right now? Dante tries not to focus on the delight buried under the anger of his words. He catches the fist. It's surprisingly heavy for a man with such a thin build, and he throws a punch right back. It connects, hard enough that he can hear a crack. He expects the man to either back off, surprised by the resistance, or just keep swinging. But what he doesn't expect is how the man turns, not at all reacting to whatever he just broke. He bares his teeth, getting ready to bite into Dante's hand. Dante pulls back his right hand, using the other to grab the man by the hair and swing him against the wall. There's a dull thud and the man slumps down. Ah shit, come on, seriously? The man groans. The man is not strictly human under the alcohol and the sense of other supernaturals. He smells like a wizard, sadly. Him being a wizard doesn't exactly fix his human frailty, and as Dante strains his ears, he can't hear him breathing anymore. Shit. The desire to ignore the situation is strong. If he's just killed the man, then that's gonna become a giant mess. The guilt doesn't quite settle in. There's too many other emotions taking up all the space. But he knows that Orion wouldn't leave. Neither would Raoul. He's neither of them, but he won't be able to look them into the eye if he doesn't take care of this. Dante kneels in front of the body, quickly checking the man's situation. The impact against the wall was not bad enough to kill a person. The punch before that was worse, and even that appeared to have only broken the man's nose, doing no further damage. No, the man shouldn't be dead, but here he is. Oh, what the fuck? Throws a punch at me first, and then he has the audacity to die in front of me. Son of a bitch. Wait. Dante squints at the corpse, aggression followed by sudden death. No way, could it be? Dante reaches out to touch the man again when... Quick time event. Dante whips his head around, staring down the street. Second pass, But what he first thought was the sound of a single isolated step doesn't return. This night can't get any weirder. He sighs, returning to face the corpse. Okay, he doesn't get to focus on it. This time it's not an unknown sound, it's a voice, almost right next to his ear. Wasting no time to think, Dantes throws himself in the opposite direction, scrambling up to his feet, and... Dantes throws him managed to approach him without even audibly breathing. There was no smell to warn him of the stranger's presence. They smell like nothing. Okay, it's iridis. Oh, they're just suddenly there, looking at the dead person, and then turning their attention towards Dante. He knows the stranger is looking at him without seeing their eyes. Ice seeps through his veins as an almost physical sensation as it steals his breath away. Oh my god, he's stealing my breath away! When the hooded figure straightens, their clothes rustle, but that's the only sound around them. This person is... The odd clothes he's wearing don't belong to North Haven, or even this country. He stands out. Bro, his fucking necklace is floating, bro! Oh my god, you got the scary effects at the side. It's the same way you notice an adult among children. There's something overpowering about him, to the point that it feels like a single flick of the stranger's finger could end life. His sheer presence is enough to make Dante freeze up in terror. Shit, even his gaze is terrifying. Part of Dante wants to run away, or at the very least lower his head and not be noticed. Another part of him thinks differently. How fascinating. I've never met anyone like this. You're the first person to insult me like that. He doesn't like to bow down, not even when he's as intimidated as he is right now. The different sides of him pull in opposite directions, ultimately rendering him completely motionless. Fight. Until the hierarchy is established, there is no surrender. A hellhound does not lower their head to someone who does not earn their submission. Submit, because a fight is not necessary. This person, being, creature is far above him. It's stupid to not understand this, and accepting another's strength is not shameful. This human side, quiet now, until now, chimes in. When you see someone scary, isn't it better to run? He's so tall, holy shit. What do you know about this one state? What do you know about this one state? The hooded man talks, interrupting his thoughts. His voice sends shivers down Dante's spine. It's not a request, it's an order. He has to answer. He doesn't try to fight this. This, at least. He has no reason to. I don't know them. Yeah, bye! Minus aura! Aura minus! Dante's voice is shaking. He swallows heavily and puts a hand on his throat, forcing himself to calm down. He will not stutter from fear like a helpless pup. But they might be one of the several deaths caused by the same thing. The man hums. After a moment of contemplation, he moves closer. Holy shit, distance, bro! Personal space! That's really nice though. The fact that like the moment he steps up, he also steps back. That's so cool, low-key. Oh, shit. The closer he gets, the more Dante wants to leave. What is he? Oh my god, calm down, bro. I've never met anyone or anything like this before. What is he? What is he doing here? Okay. The man towers over Dante when they stand in front of each other. There's a pair of eyes shining under the hood, staring right into him. Caused by what? At this point, it's getting harder to breathe. Dante's instinct is screaming, run away or lower your head, or just stop looking. Stop risking his anger. Stop risking your life. I'm not going to run away. Fear is choking his throat, but Dante doesn't move his eyes away out of sheer stubbornness. He has run away too often. He's had enough of it, even in the face of potential death. You're not running away? The eyes under the hood narrow. Dangerous. Stay. He's not threatening you. Yes. Wait, I need him though. I need him though. Oh. I don't care if he kills me. The thought is like a hand on his shoulder, studying him. Dante forces himself to assess the situation as objectively as possible. A stranger isn't threatening him. Not at all. Neither his aura nor what's visible of his facial expression is an act of deliberate intimidation. The stranger is terrifying to stand across from, but he's not made any move to attack. This is natural aura pushing others down. It's not a conscious act. He's just asking questions. A prey that runs gets hunted. Stand your ground. Don't give in. It's hard to hold eye contact with a man, but the longer Dante does, the more fascinating his eyes get. He's old. Very old! His eyes are not a lake, they're an ocean. Calm right now, but the waves can build up high. There's no desire inside of them, and no threat. All the man is doing is looking down at the curious thing he encountered, giving it his attention for a mere few seconds. Breathless seconds passed. Then the man leans back again, and the pressure vanishes enough for Dante to inhale. Little things like you usually run away when they get close. Okay, just cause you're like, what? Like you're barely a head taller, sir. You're fucking half a head taller. You're not. How quirky. Shut up! Who are you calling quirky? Continue on with your nice young hellhound. Don't forget to breathe! Wait a second! What did you say? With the hooded man's attention span appears empty. With that, he turns his head up to the sky, pausing for a second. Then he walks off, odd clothes rustling softly with every step. No way, that's his only encounter, bro! Nah. It's over. By the time Dante manages to snap out of it, he's gone. Who was that? Someone like him would stand out everywhere. How is it that the whole city is not talking about him yet? Not to mention he knew what I was. It's impossible to tell the difference between a werewolf and a hellhound by scent alone. Did my reaction give it away? What else? How? How does your reaction? You react like a hellhound. When the fear is gone, there's nothing but awe left. That man is someone that even the most powerful supernaturals in North Haven would bow to. That thought is almost pleasing. The power struggles are common within supernatural communities. There's always someone planning to overthrow the current boss. If that man stepped in, Dante can't imagine much that would stand in his way. But you'd want to try. He'd be a desirable leader. That sounds so submissive, bro! It's so out of character. I don't even know which one. But you want to try, it sounds so like, you know, like the plus romance points because he's like, you're the first one to. He's thought about it, but Dante has been holding himself from joining in the fights. It's not an easy thing. The desire is almost desperate. The feeling tearing his insides apart. But Orion has a hold over him. They have a deal. He's not gonna mess that up. I'd love to fight that man, or see him in a fight. Even if the chances are slim, even if I don't survive it. His body yearns for something he can't quite grasp. He pushes the urge down. Stop that! Dante shakes himself. I'm not a pup anymore. No more self-destructive urges. The man is gone, and it's best not to think about him. If he does think too much about him, he might just try to follow him. Dante shakes his head. Back to work. Wait a second. Does that mean if I said he was a good leader, we would have followed him? Wait, I need to know. I need to know. Hellhounds don't have alphas, not like werewolves have, not like that. But the strongest among them, the most cunning, the most intelligent, they're still the ones everyone turns to when the situation grows dire. The stranger would be the kind of leader to give you security, a horror to outsiders, but the ideal protector for everyone inside the pack. It's not a thought he decides to spend more time on. He's not a hellhound, that I'm sure of. Useless to wonder what someone could bring to the species when it's not even a possibility. The man is gone. I feel like this one was cooler. It's fine. I'll stick to the initial choice. If I don't get to, like, can you even play their else yet? I don't even know. Wait, let me look at the let me look at the page actually. Oh, I can already. I mean, I don't think so. Can I? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is. I can't tell if this is like the demo. I don't know. I don't know if yeah, I don't think you can do it yet. For now, at least in like the demo, you can't get any ending. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything about it. We'll just play through it. Pushing away all stray thoughts, he approaches the body. Dante checks the man from head to toe one more time. The distraction helps. Looking at him now, Dante finally understands what Orion meant about knowing a victim if he saw one. The skin of the corpse has developed thin cracks in the short time since he collapsed. It feels hard, as if the whole body's surface has hardened. Well, at least it looks like it wasn't my fault. That's something. The cracks have the slightest discoloration, but that's about it. He can still move the corpse's joints, so whatever has happened is mostly superficial. What the organs look like, he couldn't say. I've seen people's insides before, but I don't exactly have an interest in them. That's a job for pathology. I'd have to get someone from the station to fetch the body. Sadly, he doesn't have a phone. They're giant brick-shaped things, unwieldy and inconvenient to carry. Hello, wait, we're 1953, right? Shit. I guess there might not be phones, huh? Like smartphones. Raoul keeps one on him, but he's not here. He does, in theory, have a pager, but that's exactly where it always is. On his desk, back at the station. What the hell? You need to be shot. You are the worst police officer. He just really hates that thing. Contacting the station is what he has Raoul for, right? So there's no way he's going to carry a corpse in his back, so he has to inform someone. It's time to wake some people up. There's enough houses around. He just has to sniff out a supernatural household, then ring long enough until he can tell someone to call the station. No annoyance can fight against the power of a police badge. The poor couple Dante woke up wasn't happy, but neither was he, so they made the phone call obediently enough. Having gotten confirmation that someone was coming, Dante decided that his day was over. The couple will make sure no one steals the corpse. The bar is still open. When Dante enters, there's a handful of people sitting here and there. The Golden Cat is his favorite bar. It's a cozy place frequented by both supernaturals and humans in the know, which is perfect for enjoying a beer after a long day or a night of work. A bit farther inside, Raoul is already waiting for him, sitting with two people Dante recognizes. Guesses that it's good that he had company while he was waiting. Halfway decent company, even. You could consider Edgar good company for a Raoul. They're both decent people with morals and all that. A human who's worked with Edgar Thorne with Searche for 20 years now. He manages their clients, paperwork, and anything else Searche doesn't want to deal with herself. Thorne investigations is named after him. Holy shit, I can't read. Searche, probably not so much. God damn it! God damn it! Vampire private detective known for hunting her own kind. Searche's whereabouts prior to her appearance in North Haven are mystery known to few, but rumor has it she was once the eternal companion of a primordial. The bar isn't that big, so they notice him the moment he enters. Dante feels Searche's eyes on him and involuntarily rubs over his arms, where the hairs are standing up. He takes a breath to calm himself. Nothing happened. Dante stops at the bar to order a drink first. He can hear Searche talking about him. Is he avoiding us? Is he avoiding us? I think he can hear you. Yes, that was the point. Yes, that was the point. Okay, emo moment with cat. He ignores her for now, reaching to pet the cat sitting on the counter. Cinna. Oh my god, Cinna! Aww, the first Cinna belonged to the original owner, but both passed away a long time ago. The current owner's cat bears a surprising resemblance to her, which might be why she is also known as Cinna. Aw, cutie! She's the namesake of the bar, and probably the only cat that doesn't care about being petted, even when the one doing it is a supernatural. Cinna purrs as he strokes her fur, leaning into the touch. He's warm, small, and weak. Complete opposite of the man just now. Okay, bro is still thinking of him. So true! A rough tongue licks the tip of his finger. Cinna experimentally gives it a bite to see if it's not something edible, and turns away in distaste when it's not. Okay, fatty. Bold kitty. Not even worried I might hurt you, huh? Yeah. He scratches her ear, but in this classic cat-like manner. The animal suddenly decides she's had enough and jumps off the counter. As she vanishes somewhere underneath the tables, the bartender returns. Here's your beer. Thanks. Beer in hand, Dante finally joins the group, waiting for him. He takes a seat next to Raoul, pretending he doesn't notice Searcha's unblinking stare. Searcha and Edgar are a vampire and human who run a private investigation agency together. Dante would find their partnership weird if he didn't know Orion and his wife. True. Okay, I love her getup. Very like a nice corset. Oh, tea. We still make two abnormal pairs. Two weak humans working together with two dangerous supernaturals. I can tell exactly why Raoul and Edgar can connect with each other. Edgar and Raoul have a friendly enough relationship to chat whenever they run into each other at the Golden Cat. As a result, run into each other at the Golden Cat. As a result, Dante and Searcha also have also started running into each other. Searcha's as nice as she always is, which means she's not. She jumps at the chance to tease him. Did you forget to brush your hair this morning, or did you run into trouble on your way here? If anyone's picking on you, you can always let me know. I don't like animal abuse. That's so true! He'd comment on that, but he has an easier retort, thanks to having heard about Abraxas being around. Just ran into Abraxas, seen him recently? Searcha doesn't even try to hide her disdain. Not really. Gotcha. How's that gotcha, bro? Like, whatever, bro. I heard he and his agents were snooping around that museum that exploded, interviewing potential witnesses. Guess they'll be wandering all around the city till that's sorted, keeping an eye on things. Ah. If you haven't run into him yet, I'm sure you will. A lot. Having gotten the reaction he wanted from her, Dante's focus shifts to what she might actually know. There's always something interesting happening when the SSF gets involved. The SSF or supernatural blah blah blah. The international, yeah, we got it, bro. Abraxas is a captain. Oh my god, Abraxas. Sounds like a Naxagoras. Okay. That's a stretch, but you know, there's an X in their name. Dante doesn't care too much about them. They don't get involved with the police unless there's a problem, so they've never bothered him. Even when Abraxas does visit the station, it's got nothing to do with Dante. But that doesn't mean he doesn't find their work interesting. It's an entertainment, at least. Heard anything about that, though? Searcha just shrugs. Her disinterest would be believable if she didn't rattle off the next couple of sentences so quickly, making it obvious she's trying to change the subject. Not sure what you're asking me for. I haven't got a clue what they're up to, and speaking from experience, it's best if that stays that way. Actually, why even care? Aren't the SSF and police supposed to stay out of each other's business as much as they can? Unless it's related to whatever the two of you are working on. Raoul wouldn't tell us anything, but maybe you will? Raoul takes a sip of his beer, the same way he sips from his coffee when Dante is talking nonsense. You didn't give me the chance to say anything. As if you would have told me the truth if I- As if you told me the truth if I did. Searcha stares Dante down. He holds back the urge to comment that if she had shared a story of her own, he'd be more inclined to talk. Well, since you ask so nicely, no. You suck. I don't. That's your job. Okay. That's pretty good. Haha, vampire joke, haha. It's just for the haha. It's the first time she's heard of it. Next to them, Edgar fidgets nervously, then interrupts them carefully. Okay, well, you two look busy and we're in desperate need of a drink. We'll leave you to it. But, come on, Searcha. You've bothered them enough for tonight. How dare you? I'm perfectly lovely and pleasant to be around. Raoul offers a wave, looking faintly relieved when Edgar gets up. Good to see you, Edgar. Yeah, cheers. Searcha allows herself to get dragged away to another corner of the bar. Both Dante and Raoul watch them for a moment until Raoul glances at him. Can she hear us from over there? Dante shrugs, making himself comfortable in the seat. This close? Yes, but she's not that curious about it. Especially not when she's already distracted, talking to Edgar and the bartender. If you say so. Before we get into what happened, you ran into Abraxas? No, just wanted to mess with her. But they did mention the SSF at Mirage, so it's better if he's not on the case. Now, give me a summary of what happened. Found Zeno. He says he doesn't remember anything useful. I also ran into a hooded man who may or may not be a ridiculously powerful supernatural involved in all of this. And I found the corpse, so I woke up some random people to call the station. Raoul stares at Dante for a solid 10 seconds. Dante stares back, silent. You know what? I take it back. Tell me every single thing you remember happening, in order. You serious? I didn't think your summary would be that bad. Maybe your instructions just suck. It was a summary. Could you just be helpful for once? I'd like to finish up for tonight. So would I. The long version then. So like I just saw like the love of my life in the alleys, and holy was he fine. Partway through his retelling, Raoul starts to frown. He's tapping the table, eyes closed in thought. Dante waits, letting him sort out whatever is going on in his head. Do I get another drink while he's thinking? Oh, done. Before we talk more about this, I have 2 questions for you. So many questions today. That is sadly part of our job. Number 1, putting aside whether Zeno is actually involved and putting aside whatever relationship the 2 of you have, do you believe him when he says he doesn't remember anything about a new drug? No, it's gonna be a yes, yes, yes. He looked honestly confused when he said that he didn't recall hearing about it, and upset when he heard that people were dying. From what I know of him, he does forget things easily. The first 3 times we met, he couldn't even remember my face. But I don't think he would have lied if he did remember. It wouldn't be to his advantage to admit it. Thing is, he doesn't care about advantages and disadvantages. Zeno's been prattling about all kinds of illegal stuff to me ever since we've met. He doesn't think it's an issue. Raoul nods. Second question. What, accepting my word without complaining? I just want to hear your opinion, nothing else. Doesn't mean I agree or disagree. That mysterious stranger you ran into, would you say he's on our side or not? As in, does he want the unknown substance gone? Or to take it for himself? Or is he just curious? For the record, I'm not going to continue calling it a drug because it's easier than talking about an unknown cause. I'm going to continue! Fuck, man. Does seem most likely for now, though. Too many addicts involved. That man... I don't think he gives a shit, bro. Low-key. Low-key, genuinely. He doesn't give a shit. I don't know. He asked a question, and then he immediately dropped it. He was just slightly curious. I have my doubts that he's related to this in any way. I know you didn't mean it seriously, but I do think he could be checking out of curiosity. Is that something you supernaturals do? Poke your nose into dangerous stuff for fun? The long-lived ones? Yes. The longer you live and the more power you have, the easier you get bored. It could be fair to assume that he wanted the distraction from his daily life. I didn't meet him, so I'll take your thoughts into account for now. What do you think? I think that we should avoid a stranger who might be dangerous, unless we have a decent reason to assume he's part of the situation. I haven't ever seen you worry about another supernatural strength. This is the first time. I don't think we want to run into him again. I do. I want to run into him again. I want to run into his arms. Dante both agrees and disagrees with that. As for Zeno, maybe he doesn't remember anything, but he knows something. The chance that any substance in North Haven passes him by unseen is just too low. It's not like Zeno filters who he works with. If you've got money and time, he will take the job. I'd start by tracking down more dealers. If it is a drug, someone has to be selling it. I don't get a say in this. You do. I've said what I would do. What about you? How do you think we should approach this? And this is where the demo stops, I think. You have reached the end of the BTMO demo. Thank you for playing. To support the full game's development and for more news on Brenda Midnight Oil, check out our... Yeah, you know what? That sounds about right. It's pretty good. Honestly, I really like the UI and like everything else that comes with the game. Like, holy shit. The banter between like the characters and shit like that is so fucking cool. Like I mean, okay, not cool. I guess it's like it's nice, okay? It's interesting. It shows the characters' personalities and you can get somewhat of a good grasp of like what kind of characters they are. Yeah. So I think maybe tomorrow or another week, like next week, I will be going on Search's route, and I will be smiling emoji. It's like you know. Anyway, but yeah, that was it for today. Thank you for tuning in and sticking around, and yeah, catch you again next time. Goodbye. But yeah, I'm not really sure if I'll finish, like, I'll do that route next week. I don't know. I feel like streaming on Twitch next week, or maybe tomorrow, so I'll see about that. But yeah, for now, that is it. Goodbye, everyone.